Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you would like to get notified anytime that new readings are being posted, please feel free to hit the bell button so that you can get notified. Otherwise, any likes, shares, or subscribes definitely help out the channel, okay? So I appreciate you for that. Thank you. This read is going to be for Aquarius. Aquarius, I'm seeing that during the cycle of this read, there were some influences by the way of the air, the water, and also Uranus, planet Uranus. Uranus goes through an orbital cycle every 88 years. So you may be at the peak of that cycle, you may be, or it may be a familial inheritance that is running its course, and that may be why you're influenced in this cycle of this read, or this could be the end of that cycle, okay? By the way of the water influence in the cycle of this read, that has to do with perception, the beginning of something else. Also some eastern winds involved, and the Egyptian god Anubis. I am also seeing that by the way of the air influence in the cycle of this read, that's really for the feeding of the western wind that is influencing the cycle of this read, and the western wind is from fire, the fire element. Though overall, between the offering that was made to me and for me to give you the message, that's where the air comes in, okay, to feed the fire. So that air is influenced by the way of Mercury, which influences data collection, data analysis, information, record keeping, anything that has to do with information, okay, and how it's being processed. I am seeing that the air is representing the end of a cycle, and considering that the water is representing the beginning of a new one, and Uranus is also involved in the cycle of this read, I'm seeing that some things are coming to an end and some things are beginning anew, okay? I'm also seeing that this has to do with spirit, community, tribe, and your sense of sovereignty, okay? So what I'm seeing is that the spirit of your, what I'm seeing, that your spirit of your true self is seeking security in, has to do with winning, and that you seeking that is surrounded in a sense of majesticism on one end, and then resistance on another end, okay? So there's a sense of majesty influencing the wind, and then there's also resistance to wind. So it's really given, like I said, the beginning and the end of one thing, though at the center of it is the spirit of true self seeking the wind for security, okay? So with this eastern wind influence, the soul is teaching the spirit a lesson about perception, and with that perception is based on your spirit of your true self seeking security in what it means to just be human, okay? And how the perception within yourself is being formed by the way of your pursuit to win, okay? And how on one end there's a resistance to win, And that's because it's kind of been programmed into you that as you are manifesting or trying to attract to yourself, not trying, if you are attracting to yourself something positive and something good in your life, you've almost been programmed to believe that there is an opposing force of resistance to you being a recipient of whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, okay? And we understand the depth of that, though I think that what the divine's message is trying to relay is that even that perception is inherited, that there needs to be a sense of resistance to the sense of Majesticism in your existence. And Spirit is saying that that's just a perception of human beings and just being human, okay? And so what I'm seeing that the true self is seeking security in by the way of the Western wind influencing, teaching you a lesson, has to do with process. The process of working out and staying fit and being healthy and making healthy choices is also a part of being human, okay? And then also I'm seeing that Western wind where the soul is teaching the spirit a lesson about messages or receiving messages. So you could be receiving letters in the mail, I'm hearing checks in the mail, emails, text messages, phone calls, in the regard to you winning over the resistance for you not to. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's just what I'm seeing has been influencing the cycle of this read. So let's get into the read. If you're not familiar with how it is that I do my reads, they are based on the time that has been offered or is available to me for me to be able to share the message with you. So thank you to yourself and God Source. The time that I received is the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is representing that sense of making a decision. Like I said, there is that spirit of true self seeking security in winning. And what it is finding is resistance to win versus Majesticism involved in you winning. And that's what I'm seeing is being the contemplation with this Two of Pentacles energy. And I can see it clearly. So yeah, this energy was received with a sense of calm, peacefulness, peacefully, and not extreme. So you also could be challenged with those things in balance as well. A sense of peacefulness versus a sense of extremism and being radical, you know? And only you know the true depth of what those experiences are and how they're played out in your life. For example, going to the gym by the way of the process of the Western wind, the extremism is going to the gym way too much or being too harsh on yourself, versus the peaceful perception of going to the gym would be like to maintain your fitness, to maintain mobility, to stay fit. So it is based on that Eastern wind, which is the perception of you're just being human. Okay, then the energy that I see you in for the cycle of this read is the Ace of Rods. The Ace of Rods representing something new, a new opportunity, a new adventure, something that you're about to begin. Like I said, there is that water influencing the cycle of this read, and also Uranus, which is representing the end and the beginning of something that has been influencing humanity during a complete life cycle. Okay, and so this Ace of Rods does represent something new, a new beginning by the way of that eastern wind. That eastern wind, here we are again, having to do with you just being human. So what I'm seeing is there is a sense of normalcy to whatever it is that you are trying new, and that's probably because externally you are receiving this idea, this offering maybe from another human being. So someone is demonstrating a way that human beings do things, and you're subscribing to it, is what I'm seeing with this Ace of Rods. And I say subscribe to it just because that's a part of just being human, our language that we use now. Though, however you interpret the way that you participate, that's another good word to describe this Ace of Rods, is there's something that you are deciding that you want to become a part of, that you want to be included in, on something that you want to participate in for your life during the cycle of this read. So in that energy, I'm seeing that there is a sense of mysticism to whatever it is that you do choose to try that's new, and it's not awkward, and it's very useful, whatever it is that you plan on moving forward and doing, okay? So in the past position for the cycle of this read, I do see you being very, I'm hearing studious. So you may be studying something, working hard at something, being meticulous and focused on your skill set. In this energy, you're being received as philosophical, friendly, courageous, and not evil or corrupted. This is your past position, so there was something that you were studying, working on, learning about in the past. And then that brought you into the Emperor energy. So I'm seeing that whatever it is that you were studying or working hard on has benefited you in the regard to the way that you are presented to others, because the Emperor is an energy where people look to you for leadership, guidance. I'm hearing governing rule, that kind of thing. In this energy, you are being received as fancy, showy, decorated. Your money that you were focusing on building upon, or getting some type of merit or credit in regard to your studies or what you were working on, is exemplified in the way that like I say, you present yourself to others, in the way that you look. Okay, in this energy, you're also being received as not offensive, not foul, not disgusting. So you are well received, okay? Could have been working out. That's another thing that I see with this Three of Pentacles, and people are seeing the results. Like, you look good from everything that you've been working on, okay? That's all that I could see for the cycle of this read. Though in your future cards, I see you in this Seven of Rods energy. In this Seven of Rods energy, I'm seeing that there will be some type of conflict, okay? Though it may not be an external conflict, it may be an internal conflict. And I think that has something to do with the Two of Pentacles energy. Like the fact that you are teetering and tottering back and forth between something that you cannot make a decision on, and that is what has caused some type of conflict that will happen in the future. So even as you have worked hard and focused on something, and it has brought you to your peak of being recognized for what you worked hard on, there's still a sense of conflict. That's why I said it may be with others, or it may be within. And the reason why I say it may be within is because you are contemplating something, though I'm also seeing that it may be a battle between divinity, your saintlyhood. That's just what I'm seeing. Your divinity, your saintlyhood, or your feeling of like taming your wild side. That's just what I'm seeing. So you are being in this You are being received in this energy as responding to the conflict in a saintly way, though. So, okay, what is it called? Spiritual warfare. Okay? In the sense of spiritual warfare, even if you have a conflict with someone, if you are in your right mind or your left mind, if you are balanced in your thinking, then you know that even the conflict does not stem from what is on the surface. It's always something that you cannot see to the naked eye that could be affecting the other person that you are in conflict with, okay? And that could be because they've inherited, issues with their familial karmic cycles or whatever, or they may be going through something in their own personal life or whatever. It's like, someone having an attitude with you and you don't know why they have an attitude with you, though you know that even them having an attitude with you has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. The only part that it has something to do with you is that you have to experience it and respond to it. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm seeing that in this energy, I'm seeing you respond in a mature and virtuous way, even with something so extreme and chaotic. Like usually where people would respond in an extremely chaotic way, I'm seeing that you respond with grace in the future to the situation, okay? So I did pull an angel card with this because I'm like, if they're going to go through some type of conflict, that's going to be like that's not going to be a good thing, like they're going to get into an argument, they're going to fight or something like that. And what I'm seeing is that it's likely for you to respond, that says unlikely in reverse, for you to respond in a conflicting way, okay? So it's likely for you to respond in a virtuous way or a saintly way is what I'm seeing. And then I pulled another angel card to give clarity on that unlikely in reverse, and it's saying that that's because there's abundance associated with the experience, okay? The angel message is saying that it's likely that you will experience this conflict, though more than likely you'll respond in a virtuous way because there is abundance that is coming in with that kind of response. Why? There's a conflict with the resistance for you to receive the abundance versus the majesticism that is invested in you being able to receive that abundance. So to that I say, Aquarius, be open and willing to receive what it is that you've been asking God for, especially if it's led by virtuous, and I'm also hearing righteous ways, okay? So then I see that you will be in the energy of the moon and the star. When I see the moon and the star together, that reminds me of family. Or, yes, like the sense of cosmic family, you are the source of what it is that you're experiencing, and the fact that, and then I'm seeing the sun on the other end of this. So there's the moon, the star, and then the sun. The sun represents like absolute joy, experiencing fulfillment, and then there's the world where it's all encompassed, all in one, everyone's on the same page. Though when I see you in the star and the moon energy, you could be someone that is pregnant or is getting ready to get pregnant, or you're going to have a child, and you could be a man or a woman, male or female. So I'm seeing that this is the new. that's being influenced in the cycle of this read for coming in the future, because it does have to do with you just being human. And if you've accomplished and achieved abundance, then that's why I said I see family, or I see like the beginning of a family. Or this could also represent you stepping into a new awakening. Though when I said something about the Egyptian god Anubis, that also has to do with the transitions between afterlife and new life, essentially. And the moon is a representation of emotions, memories, the transitions that happen between the physical body. And you may be getting angel messages in regard to that too. And I say that because of the Western wind teaching about the process of just being human, and with the angel messages that have been presented already, plus what words are associated with this moon and star energy. So this energy is received by the way of man. It's being received in a dignified and distinguished way, extraordinary and also lovable, adorable, endearing, and cuddling. So you will receive this moon and this star energy, or be in this moon and star energy, getting that sense of winning fulfillment by the way of the moon and star collaborating to help you feel secure, because that's what it seems like you're looking for. And the spirit of the true self is always seeking security. So what I'm seeing is that the moon and the star and your star are like together and manifesting that sense of security. Okay, so then I see that you will be in the Wheel of Fortune energy, which is representing this is a part of your inheritance. You were specifically designed, well, your physical vessel was specifically designed to encompass the spirit of your being, and it was aligned with the cosmos and the universe for you to be on this pathway to experience this reality. Okay, so in this energy, you are being received as sensual, sensitive, charming, and usual. That this is normal. And even though primetime television may have described the Wheel of Fortune as a game, real life is always real to you. Okay, so Aquarius, I do send you love and light and healing energy, and I just feel like I didn't read these emotions, but I will read the emotions and the words that are specifically designed for this read. So for you to feel open, I am seeing that during the cycle of this read, you may have had a lot on your plate, and for you to feel useful, for you to feel energetic, for you not to be afraid, for you to feel good, for you not to be angry. You may have been challenged with some type of vulnerability, and you may have also been feeling shy. Okay, so any emotions that were associated with things that were not so great during the cycle of this read, or that you may experience in the future, especially with that conflict that I saw, understand that those are just emotions that are a part of being human. By the way, the Eastern wind, just so you know, that the soul has put you on that path by the way of the alignment of your spirit and your vessel, for you to be able to overcome those challenges. Okay, just being human, and in that comes some type of vulnerability. Though you also have the strength and the ability to overcome those challenges. Okay, you don't have to be angry. because you are good and loved. You don't have to be afraid, because where there was once fear, there is now bravery. You know that it's all happening for a reason. And it's the energetic thing. Because you are useful. And where you may have had a lot on your plate, that may have all just been inherited. However, you also inherit the ability to be open to receive the kind of energy and strength that you need to be able to handle it and to manage it. With that energy from Mercury, to analyze it, to process it. Okay? So, again, I send you love and light and healing energy and so much faith and strength. And I hope that you all have an amazing day, and I will see you all next time. Bye.